So Uber has done it again. They have found a way to get inside our brains by talking about acceptance rates, which in this case they call the confirmation rates. And you can let me know in the comments if you saw the exact same thing happen. So just a couple of days ago, I was finishing off a shift with Uber, and I went in to check on my satisfaction rates or my surveys, whatever you want to call it. And I turned around, and when you click on your profile, typically you would see this. So I see my profile picture, then I've completed 200 deliveries, and I have 100% satisfaction rate. That's the old method. Now, I don't have everything screen captured because I just took a screenshot of one thing in particular, but they were showing things like my cancellation rate. So my cancellation rate was based out of 100, and I had 8% cancellation rates. Now, I have been having recently, and you can also comment about this, I have my cell phone mounted to a car mount. And what has been happening to me twice just last week alone is I had 2 horrible double stacked orders that come in, and before I could even take a look onto the screen, boom, Uber accepted the offer. This is much like my friend Zach Drives Fast was talking about in his video very recently about DoorDash. The only difference is that it didn't make it look like as if I already got the food and then I was at the delivered stage. It was just head to the restaurant, and I did not even accept those 2 orders. Now, in this case scenario, what has happened here is Uber showed your cancellation rate, but this one too, confirmation rate. Confirmation rate is another pretty name for Uber to be using as acceptance rate. Now, as long as they had this on, even Zach saw this, it was gone by overnight. So many of us weren't able to see it. So these numbers do not add up towards what I'm doing. So look at this. My acceptance rate or my confirmation rate is 3%. They say this is based out of 100 deliveries. Out of 100, I've only confirmed that I have done 3. And I can far much say that is impossible because when I do my part-time Uber Eats shifts, I tend to accept like 6 or 7 orders at a time. So, or I would say within that period that I'm doing my deliveries. And I tend to do deliveries at least twice a week. So if that's the case scenario, if there was only 3, then I would be making a lot less money because Uber Eats is my main source. So they say that I declined 97 out of 100, and it's based on 100 requests. And so I expanded how is the confirmation rate calculated. Your acceptance rate is the percentage of requests you've accepted over the last 100 requests. If you've received fewer than 100 requests, your acceptance rate is the percentage of requests you've accepted over the total requests that you've received. They like to give a tongue twister there, but as you can see from what I'm seeing here, because of the fact that I've done 100 deliveries, which I've done 200 now, they're showing that I only accepted and confirmed 3 out of 97, which is complete bullshit. I think Uber Eats like to stir the pot because, again, Uber Eats is my main source. I think I have more Uber Eats videos on this channel than I do DoorDash, Instacart, or Skip the Dishes, especially more than DoorDash because I never go on DoorDash. And yet I'm on there currently almost right now. Let's resume my dash. But when it comes down to it, I think that this is just something that was to entice drivers to get a little spark going. Either that or they had a glitch going in their system and they realized, oh, this is inaccurate information. Let's go and change that before it backlashes, because now in the profiles, you can't see it. I went to satisfaction, I went to deliveries. I can't seem to find out where that tab was coming from because it's no longer at all on my profile. So I don't know. I mean, Zach and I were talking. He did enjoy seeing that tab there simply because of the fact that it would show him things like his completion rate and such. And I agree. It's great to see the completion rate, but if I'm going to see my acceptance rate, which I like that Uber could not show me that here in Canada. I know in the US you guys can already see it. It's a little bit different. And to call it the confirmation rate when it's not, it's an acceptance rate. I would say confirmation falls under the category of something like cancellation rate. If I've confirmed that I've completed it, then I got a confirmation rate versus acceptance. But I don't know. I think they took it down either because they've had a glitch or because it's not what they wanted. I'm interested to see who else has that. So I'm an Uber Eats driver here in Montreal. There's other fellow Uber Eats drivers in Canada here that watch this channel. And I want to know if you guys are seeing the exact same thing because I am not a big fan of it. I do like this old metric because Uber Eats stands out differently than DoorDash. They don't show me my acceptance rate here in Montreal, and I don't want to see it. I don't care. I'm not inspired by it. I think it will still show me when I'm on shift. If I go to DoorDash and I go to my ratings, I have a 9% acceptance rate with DoorDash. Do I care? No, because it's based on my money and my income and what I can make from it. But Uber just showing it as they're showing it, it stirs the pot, because I'm thinking to myself, Uber, I'm actually more dedicated to you than I am any other platform, and for you to sit there and lie and say that I've only accepted 3 out of 100 orders, it's complete BS. Now, I can see that maybe there's a rotation within the 100 deliveries that has caused more recently that it's going to be 3 out of 100. But I don't know. The numbers don't add up. They just simply do not add up for me. But I would love to have you lovelies let me know what you think. So go ahead and comment in the comment box below. Did you see that screen that came up when it came to the whole cancellation rate, confirmation? There was another one on the side, but I didn't see it. And if so, did you like that new platform coming in from Uber Eats? So I'm going to let you lovelies go. It's a hot day here in Montreal, Quebec, but I will catch you lovelies in the next video.